Hello, I'm Jennifer Marr, the founder and owner of Frenchporte Garage Doors. We manufacture patented garage doors that look like an elegant set of French doors. Look how beautiful these doors are as they come down. Today we're going to go through an install of 3 patented Jennifer Frenchporte doors. The Jennifer is one of 5 patented designs that we manufacture. A one-car Jennifer door looks like a single set of French doors, while the double Jennifer resembles 2 sets of French doors. Look at the doors on this garage before we make the transformation. They're fine, but they do nothing for curb appeal, and it shows how desperately this industry needs to make some changes. Nothing has to be unattractive, in my opinion. Obviously, the installer begins by taking the old doors down along with all the tracks, springs, and hardware. We will also take away the old opener if it looks like it's seen its day. We like to combine a new motor with the install of our product. We then make sure we have a clean and neat working area. Before starting, you want to make sure you have a blanket and a tarp to keep the Frenchporte sections from getting scratched. We then start to put the new tracks on the walls. This is all basic stuff. We get all the hardware prepared and put the springs together so that everything is ready to be installed. We cut the metal rail strips to help secure the tracks to the ceiling. Frenchporte uses the 1, 2, 3, and 4 half-roller carriers depending on the height of the door. Frenchporte has special hinges that work perfectly with the new patented Frenchporte pinch-resistant seamless extrusion. These hinges go on the sides and in the middle of the sections. Our hinges lie on top of the strut and above the section. The middle of our hinge fits right into the extrusion between sections. This is a very secure door and at the same time a safe door. Its patented pinch-proof extrusion prevents fingers from ever getting caught between the sections. As shown, we start by sliding the rubber tube through the bottom rail of the bottom section. The top and bottom rails are 24 inches wide, and you can always tell which is the top rail because it does not have a strut on the section. All other sections of the door have a strut at the top of the section. The middle rails are 18 inches wide. The installers now put the bottom section in place at the bottom of the opening. This is where the careful aligning process starts by putting each section on top of one another. Because the installer has to screw the holes in the strut for the hinge himself, he can always perfectly align the door. Never screw the section together with the hinge until the door is aligned properly. It is always smart to lie the sections down and see how everything fits first. Now the installers are installing the Silent Drive opener by Herman. This German company makes a fantastic motor. It really is silent, which you'll notice later on in the video. The LiftMaster is also a great product, but I recommend using it with a belt drive rather than chain. You really want to make sure you have a quiet motor, especially when a bedroom is above the garage. Our Frenchporte product is all metal, so I cannot stress enough how important a quality opener is. I wanted to go back and spend a little more time discussing the installation of the hardware. The half-roller carriers fit right under the strut. It's important that you place the roller carrier about a 1/4 inch below the strut so it will not be hit by the bolt and nut being screwed into the strut. A way to avoid this is to slide the hinge 3 or 4 inches away from the side of the section so there is no way for contact at all. When you put the hinges in and you have aligned the door and screwed holes into the strut, it's important that you use a 1/4 inch drive bolt through the strut and tighten it with a 1/4 inch nut. When you screw the hinge into the section above, you want to use self-tapping screws. If you just use self-tapping screws on the hinge, it will cause the door to twist, and this is not good. Our handles come in 3 finishes, gold, bronze, and nickel, and they finish off the French door look. Here's an old door with a loud motor. And now listen to the difference with the Herman Silent Drive.
One more time, please.
Finally, here's a close-up of the patented seamless pinch-resistant extrusion. Thank you so much for your time, and feel free to call us with any further questions about Frenchporte.